Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another scene set in Darkness in Dublin, a chronicle of a vampire. And tonight, we set the scene within the Heron and Grey, a Michelin star restaurant within Dublin. And that conveniently happens to be within the domain of our good sheriffs, located within Blackrock Market. And he has invited the Anarch, Camarilla, or Tarkus, who really knows at this point, Emily Stevenson, to dinner with him.
Yeah, that's the question, isn't it? Emily is currently just getting out of a taxi. She's wearing, of all things, a dinner dress. Quite lovely, beautiful, lovely dinner dress. As always, she seems a bit. It does fit her. It does highlight her, well-built physique, but there's just something's off somehow. It's just something about it that's just. She just seems to try to look as comfortable and as relaxed as possible. There's just something about it that's a little bit off. Her also because like her shoulders, some of the things you can see are just a little bit too well trained, essentially. But she gets out, she straightens herself. She, as always, looks quite nervous, and just looks around, looks at the place, thinks to herself that she's never been to a restaurant like this, but hey, she sinks a bit, and readies herself, shall we say, and then she will enter.
Francis, for his part, has a table reserved. It's snugly placed away in the corner of one of the several rooms that make up this restaurant. It's fairly modern, but also has this sort of almost Spartan aesthetic going on. And by Spartan, I mean like not too over glamorized.
All right. She will just find her way down there, and she will just.
You see him just kind of drinking some wine from some obnoxiously overpriced label, the Dom Perignon. He has just poured 2 glasses of wine, one for himself, one for you, and he is kind of illuminated by a warm lighting.
A little bit more confused than normal. Emily will just come over and sit down. She'll smile and she'll just say, "Good evening. Was this glamorous? Thanks. Thanks for the invitation."
You're wearing a dress. I'm impressed.
Well, I saw the address. Well, I saw the place, so I thought, yeah.
Good to see you have a sense of propriety. Please take a seat.
Thanks. She looks at the glass. I can't really partake in the thing. She points to the glass. But thanks. It's not like I don't appreciate it. It's just I don't want to be rude, but you know, uh, with the yeah. Like if I don't drink or do anything, it's not like she looks around.
I believe I get the point, Miss Stevenson.
Oh, okay,
Fortunate
good.
for you, then, that I only ordered you some wine as opposed to a meal.
Right, yeah. Sure, good. I mean, and it would be in poor taste to mix with, yes, right, good. Um, so, um, um, good to see you again.
I hope that's not all you wish to discuss. This will be an incredibly short meeting otherwise.
Well, I mean, you invited me here, so I was thinking that you would be the one to.
I believed you wished to discuss matters with me, but yes, I do have something to offer you, if you'd be so inclined, but of course you first.
Uh, what would what would I have to like? I mean, It's not like I don't appreciate the invite and stuff, but like like I've just lived here for a while and I like it and just I don't want to like ruffle any feathers or anything, but like I don't I really don't have too much like I mean like in America I'm an independent, right? I'm not Republican or Democrat, so it's not like yeah.
How are things with the Anarchs going?
Good, good. Things are good. Um, things are well. They're going, and they're wasn't really the point. Like we don't like have a united front, and but we have each other, and it's good, and that's like how it's supposed to be.
It's rather curious. The Baron's declaration of war seems to suggest otherwise.
She becomes quite a little bit more nervous. Yeah, yeah, that. That's the thing. Like, I don't have to necessarily do exactly what he says, but I suppose that is a thing. But look, I don't want to. I really, really do not want to be involved in too much of the politics. I try to speak out when there's something that's really fucked up and like should be done something about. But other than that, I just like with the thing with the. She looks around again. With the he who must not be named. Like I'm gonna help out there because obviously. But other than that, I try to. I try to just just be cool and not be
Well, I believe the Baron has removed that choice from your retinue now, hasn't he?
I.
Not as if that can.
She just.
Not as if you can be considered outside the war when the representative for your people has decided to declare war on your behalf now.
Look, I get it, and she lightly touches with one of her hands the bridge of her nose, closes her eyes for a minute. She says, "Look, I don't want. I really don't. I want to. If I could, I would really just like to be not a part of any of this shit, and just, you know. But as you said, yeah, I suppose. But look, I haven't even thought about attacking you. Like you're you, and you've been you've been fairly civil and decent and good, and I really don't have any problem with you. And honestly, some of the, like, I guess if you look at it politically, he has to protect one of his own number, because if he doesn't, his word means absolutely nothing, and if they don't stand together, yada yada yada. But what Sputgun did was fucked up. Really fucked up. And I can't say I ever trusted him. I really ever trusted him. I was certainly scared of him, but well,
I agree with both those sentiments. He is Sabat, so that's what I find puzzling about the Baron's decree. He's going out of his way to defend someone who betrayed one of his own. And
maybe he doesn't know. Maybe the Baron doesn't know.
I would trust that he knows.
Maybe. I don't know. But I mean, despite that, like, if you can just begin to pick off anarchs one by one by getting, like, picking up dirt on them and just coming out, and then not have all the other anarchs defend them, then your grip on the situation is going to slip politically, and just in general sense, your word's going to mean absolutely nothing, and the anarch as a group is not going to mean anything. But again, that's my idea of politics. I really shouldn't be.
And I suppose that depends. Are most anarchs associated with the Sabbat? Are they still working with them?
I wouldn't know. And you can see that she's.
Oh yeah, I'm reading her, by the way, and I'm also
Yeah,
having
there's like, when you begin to talk about Sabat, when she's like, oh, she's, like, I'll just give it to you. Oh, she, well, if it's aura reading, yeah, she's trying to either get away from the topic or not, like, something. She's definitely trying to hide something, because she is, as we all know, horrifyingly bad at this.
At this point, a waiter comes along and gives Francis his meal, thanks to him. And sets his fork and knife on the plate. To be honest, my concern isn't necessarily for the rest of the anarchs. I know very few of them. And if they have chosen to make themselves an enemy of our sect, then we don't have much choice but to respond. So, as far as I'm concerned, we're simply defending ourselves. My concern, however, does rest with you.
Okay. She looks a bit puzzled. I mean, in what regard? Look, I really don't want any trouble. Like, um, if this means that I have to just not be either anarch or guerrilla, like, you can trust me. You can trust. Well, look at what I'm saying, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna defend myself. That's it. I'm not gonna. That is what your concern is, right?
The moment of silence passes as he kind of chews on his food, cuts it up very neatly, takes it one piece at a time. It's very tasty. He savors it. Oh, I was just curious, as of course you were the one who informed us of events, and well, we appreciate this sincerely. Although I doubt the Anarchs would, after all, if they're going out of their way to defend the one that we have condemned. I doubt they take kindly to the one who, in their eyes, and I use this term with a grain of salt, ratted on Spud Gun. Personally, I believe you did the responsible thing.
Yeah, I really wish that I didn't. And I just had to open my big fat mouth. Yeah, I suppose they would come after me soon, I suppose. If they don't know, they will know soon. But what's right is, but what's right is right, and
yes, I was going to say, please do not regret the very thing that brought you credibility with us to begin with. That would be awkward.
You know what I mean. I don't want anyone. I want to be on good terms with as many people as possible, but I suppose I just fucked that up by talking and open my big fat mouth.
It is not unusual for a gangrel to claim independence. Although in your situation, it is perhaps less tenable than for others.
Yeah, that's and then the understatement of the fucking yeah.
But I would not say you screwed up by opening your mouth. I would say you delivered to us very pertinent information about a suspect member of your organization that we've been keeping an eye on for some time. Due to their less than honorable affiliations and from what we have gathered, enduring loyalty to those affiliations.
Look, I don't know what he's about these days, but I just
Well, considering he betrayed one of the Anarchs, I'd say he's all about the Sabbat. Because I may not be an Anarch, but I have been around a while and have known many Anarchs, and they do not sell each other out. That is not how the Anarchs do things. They certainly don't sell them out to known red listers and infernalists.
just out of character. Can you send I think a live link to Evan?
Oh.
Just send me a message.
One sec.
Just do the thing. So. Yeah, they're going to be coming after me. But honestly, you just said it. Like, that is monumentally fucked up. We all agree that he who must not be named, or whatever, he's kind of just worse than anyone else and needs to be stopped as soon as fucking possible. So, yeah. What you don't do is give him what he wants. So.
Okay, hang on. Right. The reason I said that I would have to be here for this scene, guys, and I said it to you twice, Chris, was because whatever you just said, you've now said to the Nosferatu who's been following Emily around for the last 2 weeks. Who is standing in obfuscate about 10 paces behind her.
Apologies, dude.
Okay. Right.
I haven't been able to get a hold of Jason to do a scene, so.
No, that's fine. Give me just like 20 seconds to think. Okay.
We can cancel and do this, like, reboot this if you want. It's fine.
Yeah, that might be best. Can we axe this? Can we do
Stop
the thing?
it! I will stop it here.
Thank you.